Hey guys, Sunday Slot Cars here, and as you can see, we don't have as big a selection for the 124 scales as some of our other scales. We'll get into the business aspect after. We're just going to go through each car, do speed review, because I do have a lot more of these than I did the other cars, just because there's not much of a selection. So this first guy here is the Black Falcon, and it's all chromed out. It looks really good. As you can see, this car actually, we had a case of it before, so we sold a couple. Oh, actually, we might have had more than a case. I'm not sure. I remember, you know what? This is actually a really, really popular car. I remember that much. So usually I talk about my experiences if I have something in 132nd, and I do have a body style to this in 132nd, and it destroys the other cars because of how well it handles the turns. It's not even a contest. But I hesitate to say that for 124 because if you take a look, you could just see that a lot of things are different. Like it's just because of the scale, I got scaled up. So I'm not going to give an opinion on this one. The DTM, again, we know the DTMs in 132nd are really good cars. I'm not too sure how well this car does, and I've heard and seen from Johnny Hobby, I believe, you're going to have to file back this back end here if you want to go over the 2x30 main curve. I'm not sure if that's still true to this day with these guys, though. I'm not 100% if they corrected that issue or not, but yeah. So this car is the same as the 132nd for performance. These are just not very good cars in terms of speed. So it's less punishing because they're 124s. Okay, I'll say that. They're fun to race if you're gonna race them all the same. If you're all gonna get the deck speed turbos, you can actually have a better time with this than its smaller brother. Like they're not horrible. So far I haven't ran into anything that's horrible to drive in 124 that's modern anyway. Now these cars, these style body cars, are not very popular. I'm not going to lie to you. They're not very popular. But they should be, because this is actually faster than my Lolas. As a matter of fact, it's faster than most of my slot cars. Except for like the 124 TV car I have that has like independent suspension. That's a really good... Those are really good style bodies, and you should definitely consider picking one up. Especially if you're looking for performance. So here we have the Lolas. As you just heard, I'm not sure who's faster between the Lolas and another slot car we're going to look at, but these are really good handling cars and they're fun and I like them. They're speedy. I mean, they're not the fastest though. Not slow. They are perfectly fine. They're kind of like the Lamborghini Huracan, although I hesitate to say that for sure 100%. Here's another one. I really liked the designs of the 124s. You got so much, like I said in my other videos, I'll be cleaning off the cases before I send them to you. The designs and detail so much better. So some of these slot cars are returned from like literally the other end of the world. So you'll see a little bit of dings here and there in these ones. I will replace, if I have them available, I'll replace the shells of these cases. I got a little scuffed up, but these are brand new unused slot cars. It's just these one in particular and another one went to like the UK and then their customs returned it. Not sure why. They didn't like how Canada does it. Like for Canada, if we run out of line room, they literally just say, okay, just group it all together. And so I grouped it all together like I would normally. And the UK custom just didn't like that. And I'm like, well, you know, Canada's customs only gives me so many lines. And then they still group it together. So I don't know, just a barrier thing, trade barrier thing there. Really like the denim. I think this is actually a new chassis and everything. Not a new chassis, sorry. This is like a new design though. A new color scheme. Again, I've heard the 911s are really fast in 132nd form. I wouldn't be surprised if they're fast as well in that form. So this car here, I have no opinion on speed-wise. I actually had a lot of requests for it, and then I was just too slow to get them. People bought them other places. He's getting a running mate, so I imagine he's going to sell out. Or, you know, I could probably display him more at the market. Ignore the prices on these. Prices are subject to change. I know that the 4GTs are not very good. But again, you know, when I say not very good, you need to understand, if you had an unpleasant experience at 132nd, that is not going to be the case for 124. I'm not saying you're going to think everything rides like a dream, but the 124s are so much more forgiving. There's a new paint scheme and everything. Some of these I'll be listing if they're not already listed. Again, this is another one that got returned. It's a scuffed up case. It's really really nice to have a pace car in the 124 scale though. Kind of a rarity. So for these guys, I think we have one, a black, a red, a blue, and a white. Oh, and yellow. So you do have running mates because you can only run 4 124s, right? So now this is an interesting car. I had the plain version of this in my collection, and it's a really good running car. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's faster than the Lolas. It might be comparable. I'm not 100% sure. I think your mileage is going to vary. Just a really nice the driver inside looks all old-fashioned too. See if I can turn this around. So in terms of the business side of things, the 124s, I find when I order these, besides the Black Falcon, I think the Black Falcon did sell more than a case. I just forgot. Oh, and yeah, I ordered 2 extra of this by accident. I was busy with my home, as many of you know, so I couldn't keep track of the stock properly. You can probably order like 2 of everything, and most of the time you'll sell both out. But at least this is, just according to me. Ordering more than that, you're going to sit on something for a while. You can kind of sit on these for a while. I mean, we definitely had a lot of sellouts, like stuff like the Pink Pig and stuff, which is why I think when I relist this is going to get sold really quickly. But these cars here, I'm telling you guys, these are good performing slot cars. I know, so I really like the denim and everything. I really like them. I like the paint schemes. I can see where people are coming from, where they want a sporty car, you want something more like the Lolas that are nice and vintage, but yeah. So the 124 scale really hasn't gaining popularity though, because come last year I would have had a lot more older versions, but people kind of wanted to upgrade their slot car track to run the 124 since they were bored. They had a bunch of 132s, might as well try out the 124s. And that's what I'm telling most people is you already have, because it's Carrera track, if you had gotten a Carrera 132 set like Carrera Evolution or Carrera Digital, you can try one of these out. Just upgrade your power supply. So we do sell the digital plugs. If you have an analog Evolution set, there's ways to, that's pretty simple hookup to get a variable power supply, get a wire splicer or wire trimmer or cutter or whatever. And there you go. Just plug in the positive to the positive, negative, negative. You're good to roll. So yeah, I will, whatever's not listed here, I'm going to list ASAP. I meant to do that, but I ended up doing the straight track before this video. Yeah, this video just going on too long. Okay. So this is Sunday Slot Cars. See you again soon with the curves and the straights and just a variable of track. We're almost done organizing.